and we're very, very happy to see you. Now, you have a very special relationship with Shalamar in the sense that you have seen them right from the very beginning because of your dad. Your dad is the connection, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, my dad is the one, and Don Cornelius, they formed Shalamar, and Shalamar is actually one of my favorite groups growing up. So, it is a blessing to be able to, still be a part of this legacy and to be able to, be in position to carry it on and still give people, of course it's new because, we have, it's a new flavor, but at the same time, we still want to capture the nostalgia of it. Still continue to keep, somewhat of the same choreography, keep the music pretty much the same with, with a little fresh spin on it. But it's definitely a pleasure.
And Shalamar brought with it, back when they performed on Top of the Pops in the UK, many of the dance moves that we didn't have at the time, including the moonwalk, including body popping, that sort of thing. So the choreography is a very important part of what you do.
Absolutely. You see a lot of groups that they try to, they come in and then they try to, recreate themselves and make things brand new. So it's almost a foreign territory. And I think the special thing about, what we do, and most acts who stay in the spirit of the original format, I think that's what people want to see, I mean, there's so many new groups out there that are amazing. But, when you want to capture a little bit of yesteryear, I think it's kind of good to go back to things that were, a part of the soundtrack of people's life. And Shalamar was definitely the soundtrack of my younger life. And they were good years, So
tell me about your younger life, because I'm quite interested in the sort of people that you met when you were younger, because I know for a fact that your dad had many, many famous people that he worked with along with Shalamar, but other people as well. What was it like growing up for you?
Oh, it was at the time I didn't realize how amazing it was, but looking back now, it definitely was exciting. I didn't realize that lifestyle was not normal for, that there are people that you keep in your phone or at that time in your Rolodex that people would just kill to see, but my father being one of the first black promoters in Los Angeles, being able to book acts that a lot of people couldn't book at the time, being around the OJs and being around, of course, all of our Solar stable of artists, of course, like the Whispers and many people like that. But, to be able to be around Michael Jackson, and get an opportunity to be around. I mean, just there were so many greats. Like I say, my dad, he was one of the founders of the Black Promoters Association, and he ended up doing a lot of tours. The Jacksons tour, Al Green and James Brown, I mean, all those people. So it was really exciting.
Were you inspired in your own profession as going into singing by those people that you met?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing, too, was for me is, the fact that my mother was, Carrie Lucas, who was also a singer, and being, just growing up kind of watching her and wanting to be like, what little girl doesn't want to be like my mother?
You come from some background, Carolyn, you really have. So it's exciting. And what did it feel like actually stepping into the group that your dad helped form when you joined Shalamar?
You know what? At first, it was a little uncomfortable because of the fact that those are hard shoes to fill. Until I had to really realize that it wasn't. It was just really stepping into a legacy and finding the perfect fit. For the fact that I guess it's kind of like an inheritance. I was blessed enough to always be close to Howard and have a really good relationship with Jeffrey. So, they helped so much. And, oh, God, stop it. I'm just letting you know Howard Hewett is in here with me.
Is he really?
I'm trying to be serious. No, but I mean, they really helped. They really helped me and helped, forming the performer that I am now. And of course.
What is he doing right now? Is he saying?
Oh my gosh! I wish I could video. First of all, he's digging in this bag. So if you hear the ruffle, that's Howard Hewett.
We've heard the rustle of Howard Hewett right there.
The ruffle.
That is very special. Yeah. That is special stuff. It was difficult at first, but you got involved. You were happy to be a part of the band and join.
Absolutely. It's funny. There's times, like I said, because I've been close to them for so many years, that you take for granted the position that we're in. And one day we were at the O2, as a matter of fact, and I looked over on my left and I looked over on my right, and it was almost surreal. It was crazy because Howard being like family to me, I kind of forget the legend that he is. And I was like, wow, this is Howard Hewett. And then looking over at Jeffrey, just knowing the part in history, especially with Michael Jackson, that he played, introducing the moonwalk and, choreographing so many of the videos. And, that's an amazing part of history to be with both of them.
Are they fun guys, or are they quite hard taskmasters?
Are they fun guys, or what was the other one?
Taskmasters. Are they very strict?
Taskmasters.
They've been doing it a long time. They make sure that you're doing everything right.
Yeah, they actually beat me. They keep me in a cage, and I'm joking. You know what? We have a lot of fun, but they're very serious about their craft, and they really have had to reel me in because being the fact that I was a little girl, or when they were a group. So of course I was the kid in the beginning. So it was kind of really them helping me, they helped season me.
And what can we look forward to? You mentioned you're going to be recreating the memories that people have of Shalamar in their heyday. What can people expect from the Manchester show?
Oh, definitely a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of energy. Definitely going to get, and you know what? It never fails. I mean, we try to keep the format pretty much the same, but we always throw extra special things in there to give the crowd a little more, a little more spice.
Will there be some body popping?
I can't tell you too much, or else it won't be a surprise.
No,
the whole point is to get people to come out to see us.
That's fair enough, Carolyn. I don't blame you for that. Will we see any body popping?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm very excited. Well, thank you very much for speaking to me this morning. What have you got planned for later on in the day? Are you busy?
Rehearsal.
rehearsal. Well, I'll let you get back to that. Thank you so much, Carolyn.
All the best. Thank you so much.
You enjoyed
guys
Manchester.
Had an amazing day.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tameside Radio Music continues next.